first and foremost, you need to find trusted partners. You need to find people who have sort of been there, done that, and have seen this work, and can help you structure your problem and your data in a way to best answer that. So that's step one, find good people to work with, no surprise there. Two, if you're just getting started, find a good achievable use case. Don't try to boil the ocean. AI can do so much stuff. It's really, an argument can be made for pretty much every aspect of what we do all day long. But take something that's tangible that either your firm or your clients will appreciate. We did that. We were getting pushed hard for adding in AI and ML to the platform back in, 2016 or 2017. It seemed like every meeting we went to, it was, do you do AI? Do you guys understand machine learning? Is your, data enriched with that? We understand it's really important, blah, blah, blah. And we had a very difficult time with it because the messaging back was everything needed to be AI. And the reality was there's a very specific set of things where AI helps. So in my example of spoofing and layering, where it's more fuzzy and it's a little bit more art than science, although it has definitely some science elements to it, those are good candidates for AI because the AI can make quick work of all the underlying data points, which can be, very significant. In other cases, like a wash trade as an example, that's bright line test. This ID matches this ID, same account, that's a problem, full stop. Don't need AI for that. Might use it for tracking trends and emphasizing or de-emphasizing things, but again, establish a good, achievable use case, go tackle that one first, get some, experience with it within the organization, make sure you've met the explainability requirements, and that will set you on a good foundation for kind of going forward. And the last piece, it's really more for the engineering teams out there, is you have to be thinking about the way you produce data and making it well-structured to take advantage of AI. So numbers are easier to deal with than strings of information, as an example, although certainly with name matching, you don't have that benefit, but I'm talking about the general case here. So structuring it well, when you produce those alerts and you have features that were related to it as an example, and you're trying to use those features, embed those features in the alert so that they live forever, as opposed to just dropping them and having to recreate them at some point down the road. You'll find more use for it. And of course, the cost of storage and all that stuff has gone down dramatically. Having that data at your fingertips and being really close to it can make a big difference. So trusted partners, good achievable use case, and make sure your team's thinking about how to structure data in a way that is best for AI.
So from my perspective, I think the one of the biggest things is for people to set reasonable expectations, right? I think sometimes a company that's starting their journey sets unreal expectations on what they think AI is going to do for them, or they bite off more than they can chew, and it's just setting yourself up for failure, right? Take incremental steps, set reasonable milestones for kind of goals and objectives on what you want to achieve, and work your way up, because it takes time to implement it in your system accurately and effectively. And if you take too much on at once, you're never going to be able to do that at a velocity that's going to make sense for you. So just make sure you understand what those limits are and kind of what those incremental checkpoints are going to be, and kind of work your way up that way. And I think that's going to set you up for more success. The other one is making sure that don't try to build everything yourself. There's a lot of tools on the market today that have done it. And part of the advantage they give you is they've trained and hardened these systems over a long period of time. And even if you can build these things yourself, you're not going to be able to make up for that training and hardening that these systems have undergone, right? So find things that you can use that are already in the market today and bridge the additional gaps they don't provide, and don't build everything yourself, because the cost and the time investment is just not going to add up, and your performance is probably not going to be the same as something that's already there in the market today. And the third one is this kind of piggybacks on a point Jeff mentioned, is make sure you have the right resources and people in your company that can actually understand and consume AI in a way that's going to be effective for you, right? If you're not able to ensure that it's going to be maintained over a long period of time, or you don't have the resources to support it, you're going to see degradations, you're going to see performance drops, you're not going to be able to maximize the value on it, and you're going to potentially put yourself in a situation where you've not been able to adopt it effectively and you blame the solution for it, when in reality you just needed to have the right resourcing or the support, whether it's internally or through partners, to ensure a successful transition or implementation of those solutions in your company.